So hello and welcome back to this course on R programming, and in this tutorial we'll be discussing about the geometrics, and we'll also be learning about adding different layers to our graph. And this concept is very much important when we move further down the course. So let's dive in. Now, as you all might remember, in the previous tutorial we plotted this beautiful graph, and now in this tutorial what we'll do is we'll learn about layers. So what was this plus sign which we used previously? Well, this plus sign means that we are adding a layer which is geom point to the object that we created previously. Let us see an example. Let us just copy this line and we'll put in the object plot. Now if you run this command, then as you can see there's no change in the graph. But if we look at our environment, we have got a new data which is plot, and if we expand it, then you can see that there are different data which we are quite unfamiliar with. I mean, what are these data? Well, we'll get back to all of these within this tutorial, and we'll also learn about this list of 9. So for now, let us just know that this statement that we supplied was an object, and then what we did is we first supplied an object and then we added a layer of geom point in the previous tutorial. So first of all, let us see our object plot. Let us make this a little bigger, and as you all can see, our object plot has only got Rotten Tomatoes in the x-axis and the ratings of the audience in the y-axis. So what we'll do is we'll add a layer of geom point to this object plot, and what happens is we'll get this beautiful visualization. Now it's not necessary that we can add only point to our object. Let us add lines to our object, and can you guess what the function for adding lines is? It's geom underscore line, and if we run this command, then we get this plot which doesn't make quite a lot of sense to us because we can't derive any insight from this line, but it's just for practicing. And let us say we want both the lines and points to appear in our graph, so we can simply add another layer. We can add another layer of point to our graph. Now you can see that we have got both line and point in our graph, but it's quite messy. Suppose we want to put the line first and then we want the point to be displayed, so we'll simply bring the point to front, and if we run this command, then the points which were visible previously are not visible now. Now I know that it doesn't make quite a lot of sense to us, but this illustration was just to explain you the concept of layers and how we can add layers upon layers in our graph. This concept is going to be proved very much useful as we go further down the course. And that's it for today's tutorial, and I'll see you in the next video.